In the study of memory, serial recall is the mental process of recalling information from memory in the order they appeared. Free recall, however, does not include the order of the information. A Murdoch 1962 study shows the two biggest memory phenomena researchers face are the primacy effect and the recency effect. Primacy effect is the tendency to better remember information presented at the beginning of a list. This can be explained by the fact that people will have more time for rehearsal of words presented early, according to a Rundus 1971 study. Primacy effect can be intentionally reduced by presenting words at a faster rate. Recency effect is the bias towards remembering events that occurred more recently. A study by Ganser and Kutnitz in 1966 shows that the recency effect is closely tied to short-term memory and will therefore fade after just a few seconds of delay due to the limited storage of short-term memory. Because serial recall includes a built-in delay by recalling the initially presented words before getting to the later words, recency effect is greatly decreased in serial recall when compared to free recall. Primacy effect decreases in free recall tasks because people tend to start with the words presented at the end of the list. A 2011 study by Loiza et al. Called The Influence of Levels of Processing on Recall from Working Memory and Delayed Recall Tasks explored the difference between serial recall versus free recall. This study is based on the idea that during the serial recall process, words have to be retrieved from long-term memory back to working memory in order to be recalled. This was manipulated in the study as the two groups were assigned to be either free recall or the serial recall group. Both groups had to memorize blocks of words to the best of their ability for their recall to be measured later. Then, both groups had to complete unrelated questionnaires between the blocks before they were instructed to recall the words. This added buffer of time was used to implement the use of long-term memory as serial recall and free recall were compared. The study found that the free recall group was able to recall more words from the blocks than the serial recall group. This means that remembering words in a sequence was more difficult than reciting the words in any order from the blocks.